Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in again. So, for today's video, we're back with another performance reaction. So just like last time, we're gonna go through the video bit by bit and I'm gonna give my opinions on things and thoughts and insights and blah, 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 blah. You get the gist. So, let's get into it. So, for today's video, we're going to be reacting to the performance video of BLACKSWAN's Karma. So this song is pretty popular in the last couple of months, and I think it's probably their biggest release to date. I'm not super familiar with the group. I've only really heard about them. I think I follow one of the members on TikTok. But yeah, so this was kind of like my first real introduction to the group. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they have in store for us because I do really enjoy this song. It's been stuck in my head the last couple of days, so I figured why not react to one of their performances because I've never actually seen them perform. So yeah, let's do it. And okay. Ooh, okay. I've never seen a performance video with like an intro meant. Like stages, yeah. But an actual performance video, never. So this is interesting. Okay, girly. Twirling her hair. Serving face. Karma. Ooh. I love a good use of backlighting. Ooh, okay. Get it, girlies. Okay. There are a lot of cuts already, and we're only like 10 seconds into the song. Hop off, Patu. She's the one I follow on TikTok. I love her verse. Okay. I love this move. I've seen this move all over TikTok, but I love it. Okay. I'm gonna just pause it there for a second. For a performance video, there's not a lot of wide shots of the choreography, which I find to be just the slightest bit annoying. But what we're seeing with the girls so far, they're serving. Yeah, I'm just not loving the way that it's edited. But yeah, the girlies they're serving. They're giving it their all. But I'm not seeing a lot of the choreo, so maybe that'll change later. It's hard to piece anything together because I'll explain more later. Yeah, see, it's mostly individual shots of the girls. Period. Sorry, I love this verse. Okay. Sorry, I just need to pause. You probably saw there, but they did a wide shot for when they did this move, which is kind of a smaller move. So you don't need to do a wide shot there. They could have done like a medium or even a close-up of Fatu or any of the other girls. But for some of the other like bigger moves in the choreography, we're getting close-ups and medium shots of the individual girls rather than the whole group. So you see what I'm saying about it being filmed really weirdly and edited in it's not edited in an effective way because we're not seeing much of the performance. We're really only seeing the girls. So yeah, let's keep going. Okay. I will say this about the girls, they have great presence and they're engaging with the camera really intentionally. I also really like the styling and the makeup in this video. Okay, so yeah, see there we got a wide shot of the choreography, which I appreciate because I want to see it. Okay, sorry, I just have one more thing to say about the way that part was filmed. So the part where they're on the white screen, you couldn't see their feet, and they were doing not like, I mean the choreography focused more on the arms, but you still want to see their feet so you know what those are doing. Do you see what I'm saying about this being filmed weirdly? Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, okay, dance break, yes. Get it. Girlie in the center, she's giving it her all. Which is probably why she's center. I don't know her name though. Okay, yeah, so I didn't hate the way that dance break was filmed. It was actually filmed pretty well compared to the rest of the video. Ooh. Okay, I like that. Where the focus is on one girl and the rest of the girls in the back are not in focus. I think that was a cool shot. BRR TA TA TA. Slay. Black Swan. You know how LE SSERAFIM does their like LE SSERAFIM, or how Everglow at the beginning of their songs they do Everglow. You know, I think all groups should do that just because I love that, and I think it would have been cool if somebody had gone Black Swan at the end. I don't know. That's just me, but yeah. For a performance video, I didn't see a lot of performance, but the shots that we got of the girls, they were giving it their all. So they're the people that matter here. So I'm gonna watch it again, see if I can piece together more parts of the choreography, because it was really hard to see the whole performance, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it and we'll be back with thoughts. Now I can't stop thinking about that meme of that person wearing the straight cut bob and going like this. That's what that movie reminds me. Sorry. Okay, thoughts. So I rewatched the performance video, and honestly, I had to watch one of the live stages just to get like a really good sense of the choreography, because that's how ineffectively it's filmed and edited, the performance video. But we're not gonna start with that. Let's start with the positives. So let's talk about the girls. So from what we saw in the video and from what I saw in the live stages, the girls have really good presence. They have a good presence and they're in sync. They work well together as a group on stage. And it's clear that they enjoy being up there. So yeah, these girls clearly care about giving a good performance and are really good performers. So yeah, good on them. And even in the performance video, it's clear that they're present in the performance because they were all serving. They were all serving. So yeah, let's talk about the choreography now. I like this choreography. I think it's catchy and it suits the song really well. One thing that I really liked about this choreo is their use of space and formation. For the majority of the chorus, at least, they're in that pretty standard like 4-person formation and they're looking directly, but throughout the verses and stuff, they move a lot throughout the space. And that's evident in the performance video and in the live stages. And so like I mentioned before, space and movement and proximity, or lack of proximity, I guess in this case, because they're pretty spread out, creates interest. Because if you're going from like a really like tight-knit 4-person formation to spread out across the stage in a diagonal line or in a straight line or in any of the other formations that they used, it creates contrast from what we've seen previously. And that contrast is what keeps us interested. So yeah, I really liked that they were moving a lot, that they weren't super static or only using like a section of the stage. I liked that they're using all of the space to their advantage. Plus in the live stages, they have backup dancers, so that's using even more space to their advantage, because it makes the performance look bigger. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a good balance of like them being close together, them being far apart, and that change is what creates interest and it's what keeps the performance engaging. Okay, so now let's break down some of our principles of movement. Particularly in the performance video, they focused more on the quick, sharp movements, which is why I couldn't get a really good sense of the choreography, because one, they focus more heavily on the girls individually rather than the group as a whole. So you don't really get to see all of the details of the performance when you've just got one member on screen and they're doing their thing. And they're not even, in my opinion, properly framed for the most part. But in the performance video, I did see a lot of quick, sharp, light movements. But after watching the live stage, I do see that there is more of a balance with some slower, heavier, longer movements, particularly in the slow sections of the song. The movements match up to the music. So yeah, the choreography matches music really well in that regard. I really liked the intro because they start in kind of like a diamond formation and one of the girls is on the floor. So there's levels there. And there was a similar variation of that in the dance break where they're doing like their arm movements. I don't know how to do it myself, but it looked really cool. That part was really smooth too, so I really liked that. The whole dance break really, because I feel like that's where they really came together as a group, especially in the performance video, because that was the only section of the video that I actually liked the way it was filmed. And also that little side to side sway. I love that. I love that. So yeah, there are definitely lots of moments in this choreo that I really enjoyed and that kept me interested and engaged throughout. Plus the girlies with their energy and their presence, they really just, they shined. But yeah, I think another thing about the choreo is that I would have liked to see a bit more use of levels. I feel like for the most part, all of the girls are on the same level throughout the choreo, except for in the intro and in the dance break. But yeah, for the most part, the levels are kind of static. So yeah, I would have liked to see like a little bit more variation in there, but it's not the biggest deal. The performance was still engaging. So now let's talk about my gripes with the performance video. I think by now I've made it pretty clear that I do not vibe with the way that this was filmed or edited, really. I feel like there were a lot of choices made, particularly in the edit, because I don't know how much they filmed that day, if they have any other shots that they just didn't use or that weren't usable, if the framing was better, who knows. But the video that they put out, the shots that they used, I don't think they served the performance, because the group shots were minimal or really only during the chorus and not always properly framed or even properly lit. I feel like it was pretty dark. So particularly in the edit, there were a lot of quick cuts and they're pretty jarring, especially if you're watching this video for the first time. They kind of take you out of the moment, which if you're trying to focus on the performance is the last thing you want, because if you're disoriented, then you can't really focus on anything, which again does not serve the performance or the performers really, because they're out there giving it their all, but it's not reflected properly in the video because of the way it's filmed and because of the way it's edited, which has nothing to do with the girls themselves, because they still showed up, they did their thing, they did the best that they could, but it still kind of does them a disservice because we're not able to see them performing as a group. Does any of that make sense? I hope so. But yeah, there was also a bit of shaky cam in there, which I did not vibe with at all. Again, it was very disorienting. Yeah. So aside from doing the girls a disservice because they showed up, they did the work, the final product, which is out of their control, did not reflect their prowess as a group, which they are a group. So I feel like there should have been more group shots rather than the individual shots. I'm not blaming anyone, especially not the girls, because this is out of their control. But I would chalk this up to just a lack of resources. I'm not very familiar with their company or who runs it, but I'm pretty sure it's not a big company with lots of resources at its disposal. So they did their best, but as a performance video, I don't think it was effective in showing the performance, and therefore does a disservice to the performers despite them being showcased so heavily in the video. But that's just my opinion. But like I said, the girls showed up, they served, and that's really all that matters here. And as long as they're showing up to do their work and they're putting in lots of effort and being present, and, you know, just giving it their all, that's really all that matters. So yeah, I think that's it for that. So I'm gonna end it there. Well, that was the video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and for staying to the very end. I mean, this one was a bit conflicting, to be honest, because I really like the song. And from what I saw on the stages, I really like the performance. I just don't love the performance video, you know? It left something to be desired, and I've already said my piece, and if I say more, this video's never gonna end, so I'm just cut it there. But yeah, I guess let me know what you thought of the performance video, if you also thought it was disorienting, or if you were totally fine throughout and you actually really liked it. I'd love to see different opinions on the video itself. And also let me know if there are any other Black Swan songs that you'd like me to react to, or any other groups that you'd like me to react to. If you leave those down below in the comments for me, maybe one day I'll get to it. So yeah, that's it for me, but don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button because that helps me out a lot, and I will see you very soon with some more new content. Peace out. Ooh, that karma. Do I have anything else to say before we get started? No. Let's do it.